Shadows in the Suburbs, the San Bernardino Massacre. A holiday party turned into a battlefield. What if the cheerful clink of holiday glasses and laughter among colleagues shattered into the deafening roar of gunfire? What if a quiet American family man, sipping punch at his office Christmas party, vanished into the shadows only to return as a harbinger of hell, flanked by his veiled wife, unleashing a storm of bullets that claimed 14 lives and scarred a nation? And in the digital ether, as chaos unfolded, a single Facebook post pledged allegiance to a distant caliphate, a radical spark that ignited America's nightmare of homegrown terror. This isn't a Hollywood thriller, it's the chilling true story of the 2015 San Bernardino shooting, where radicalization festered in the heart of suburbia, exposing the deadly undercurrents of social media jihad and unchecked extremism. Buckle up, we're diving into the abyss. The calm before the carnage, a facade of normalcy. Picture this. It's a crisp December morning in 2015, San Bernardino, California. A sun-baked inland city of strip malls and sprawling suburbs, where the American dream hums along on freeways and fast food runs. Sid Rizwan Farouk, 28, born in Chicago to Pakistani immigrant parents, embodies that dream on the surface. A U.S. citizen with a steady job as an environmental health specialist for the San Bernardino County Department of Public Health, he clocks in at the Inland Regional Center, a nondescript office building that serves 33,000 people with developmental disabilities. Colleagues describe him as polite, if a bit withdrawn, the guy who prays 5 times a day in the parking lot facing Mecca, but still joins the banter about weekend barbecues. Farouk's life seems scripted for stability. Raised in Riverside after a turbulent childhood marked by his father's alcoholism and domestic violence, court filings from 2006 and 2008 paint a home of threats and despair. He graduated early from high school, dabbled in college engineering courses, and even traveled to Pakistan and Saudi Arabia for what family called religious studies. There, in 2013 during the Hajj pilgrimage, he met Tashfeen Malik, 27, a fiercely devout Pakistani woman who'd studied pharmacology in college before immersing herself in an Islamic seminary in Multan. Veiling herself in a burqa and embracing a rigid interpretation of faith, they bonded over shared zeal, not just love, but whispers of jihad and martyrdom that echoed from online sermons seeping through the Hajj crowds. Back in America, their union was a whirlwind. Malik arrived on a K-1 fiancé visa in 2014. They married in a quiet Riverside mosque, and by 2015 they welcomed a baby girl, cooing over Target registry gifts like any young couple. To outsiders it was bliss, a Target-registered nursery, family barbecues, even a Target baby registry. But beneath the minivan exterior lurked a powder keg, encrypted chats from as early as late 2013 where jihadist fantasies trumped wedding plans, fueled by YouTube videos and forums preaching ISIS's twisted gospel of holy war. Farouk's brother, a sociable U.S. Navy veteran who'd served in Iraq, lived nearby with his Russian wife, oblivious to the storm brewing in the guest room. Little did they know the couple had been poisoned by the internet, as FBI Director James Comey later chillingly described, self-radicalizing into sleeper cell soldiers long before ISIS's black flags dominated headlines. The radical descent. From online whispers to arsenal of death. Radicalization didn't strike like lightning. It crept like fog through their screens. Farouk, already dipping into extremist chats by 2011, hinting to a friend of a potential attack, found his match in Malik, whose seminary days in Pakistan immersed her in fundamentalist texts that glorified martyrdom. Together, they devoured propaganda, Al-Qaeda tutorials on pipe bombs, ISIS calls to strike the infidels wherever you find them, shared in private messages under pseudonyms with ironclad privacy settings. No direct orders from the caliphate, but inspiration enough. A lone wolf pack, plotting for over a year, practicing marksmanship at Riverside gun ranges just days before the horror. Their arsenal was a DIY nightmare. 2 AR-15-style semi-automatic rifles and 2 9mm handguns, legally bought through a straw purchase by Farouk's childhood friend, Enrique Marquez Jr., who later confessed to a sham marriage scam and got 20 years for his role. Black market mods turned them into killing machines. 3D printed bump stocks for rapid fire laced with black powder to mimic machine guns. And the bombs? 19 pipe devices stuffed with nails and screws, black powder from legal fireworks, rigged as remote detonated distractions. One left ticking in the conference room, another in their getaway SUV. Blueprints shredded by Farouk's mother in a frantic cover-up that landed her in court. This wasn't impulse. It was a meticulously rehearsed apocalypse born from the dark web's siren song, where a single click could transform a pharmacist's daughter into a warrior bride of the caliphate. The Holiday Horror, Bullets, Bombs, in a City in Siege, December 2, 2015, 10:59 a.m. The Inland Regional Center buzzes with holiday cheer. About 80 county health workers at a training seminar turned Christmas party, exchanging secret Santa gifts in a rented banquet hall. Laughter echoes as Farouk, in a black tactical vest and ski mask, slips in unnoticed. He's one of them after all. He grabs a punch, chats awkwardly, then ghosts out at 11 a.m., muttering about a dentist appointment. Minutes later, hell erupts. Farouk and Malik, now in full combat gear, black masks, vests bulging with loaded magazines, storm back in a rented black SUV, tires screeching across the lot. They burst through the doors, unleashing a 90-round barrage from modified rifles, the air thick with cordite and screams. Active shooters. Radios crackle as victims dive under tables, blood pooling on holiday napkins. A bomb bag detonates harmlessly nearby, but the gunfire doesn't. 14 souls cut down in under 4 minutes. A devoted environmental engineer, a speech therapist mom of 3, a facilities manager dreaming of retirement. Chaos reigns, 22 wounded, glass shattering, bodies crumpling in the conference room's festive glow. The killers flee, weaving through San Bernardino streets, but not before Malik taps out a fatal Facebook post from her phone. I pledge allegiance to Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, time-stamped mid-massacre, a digital death note to the world. The manhunt explodes. 20 agencies swarm, helicopters thumping overhead, a citywide lockdown turning suburbs into ghost towns. At 2:45 p.m., SWAT corners the SUV on a barren desert road. What follows is pandemonium. Over 400 rounds fired in a hail of lead, the couple's vehicle shredded like Swiss cheese, 76 bullet holes riddling the frame. Farouk and Malik go down in a blaze, 2 officers wounded in the crossfire, their 6-month-old daughter mercifully spared, left cooing in Grandma's arms. As the smoke clears, investigators unearth a Redlands rental home rigged like a terrorist lair. Bomb-making manuals, jihadist flags, and a manifesto raging against infidels. The party was over, but the nightmare had just begun. If these pulse-pounding tales of hidden horrors and human darkness have you glued to your screen, hit that subscribe button on Behind the Veil. Truths right now. We're peeling back the layers on history's most shadowy secrets, from vault heists to veiled threats. And your next uncover is waiting. Don't miss out. Join the veil lifters today. Echoes of terror. A nation fractured. A fight unfinished. The aftermath hit like a shockwave. President Obama, in a somber Oval Office address on December 6th, branded it terrorism, a perverted version of Islam that twisted 2 lives into weapons, urging common-sense gun laws amid a surge in California firearm sales, up 18,000, and concealed carry permits, 750% spike in the county. Debates ignited. Democrats pushed background checks. Republicans decried radical Islamic jihad, with 2016 hopefuls like Trump and Bush weaponizing the tragedy for calls to war on terror and immigration crackdowns. Victims' families sued Facebook, Google, and Twitter in 2016, accusing them of aiding ISIS's online poison. A case dismissed, but it spotlighted social media's dark role in radicalization, where pseudonymous posts evade detection, like ghosts in the machine. Hate crimes spiked, pigheads hurled at mosques, beatings in Queens as CARE tallied an anti-Muslim backlash wave. Marquez, the gun enabler, rotted in prison. Farouk's mother pled guilty to evidence tampering for shredding target maps. The FBI's iPhone unlock battle with Apple became a privacy flashpoint, but the real scar? A city forever changed, where holiday lights now flicker with phantom gunshots. Yet shadows linger. Was there a third shooter? A dormant cyber pathogen? Or deeper Al-Qaeda ties in Farouk's travels? How many more lurk in suburbia's glow? One radical tweet from tragedy. This massacre wasn't just a shooting, it was a siren, wailing that the war on terror rages in our feeds and families. Crave more? Subscribe to Behind the Veil Truths for the next veil-ripping expose, because the truth is out there, and it's bloodier than you think. What hidden radical will we uncover next? Hit play and find out.